Jai Hind friends, I'm Maj Gaurav Arya and you're watching the latest news of the day. Now, Prime Minister Shebaz Sharif of Pakistan went to Astana in Kazakhstan where the SCO is being held, Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Their meeting, their summit is being held, and there he made some preposterous statements, which I find funny and which I thought I must expose and bring to you so that we all can laugh together. The reason why I'm saying this is, now he said that state terrorism should be condemned. This is the Pakistani Prime Minister. Look at his guts. The Pakistani Prime Minister says state terrorism should be condemned unambiguously, and he stressed that rooting out militancy is a precondition for economic development. So, he's talking about rooting out terrorism. That is the first joke. And the second joke in the same sentence is he's talking about economic development. Pakistan is exactly the model of economic development, quote unquote, that should not exist because there is no economic development in Pakistan. And he seems to think that if you root out terrorism in Pakistan, there will be economic development. In Pakistan, even when there was no terrorism, there was no economic development. And what Pakistanis think, old timers speak of the good old days of Ayub Khan when there was economic development. No, that was not true. That was all the money that you got from the United States of America. You kept on getting aid in dollars, and you thought that getting money, even then, getting aid money was competence. No, it was not. No, it was not. You were simply taking money from the Americans, never to give it back to them. This is the second. Then he said terrorism. Now, this is again Shebaz Sharif. This is the third joke. Terrorism, whether committed by individuals, groups, or states, must be fought collectively in a comprehensive fashion. He mentions states. So, which is the state that he's talking about? He's talking about Afghanistan because time and again, from the US to China to Russia to everybody else, even Qatar, Pakistan has maintained that Afghanistan is sending terrorists inside Pakistan to cause death and destruction, and that the Afghan Taliban provides safe haven to the Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan. This has been the consistent stand of the Pakistani state. Now, of course, there is a problem here. The Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan has Pakistan in its name, and they're all Pakistanis. All of them, without exception, in the Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan are Pakistanis, and they're saying we are proud Pakistanis. That's what the TTP claim. They say we are the original Pakistanis, we are Sharia-loving and woman-beating and, minority killing true Pakistanis. That is what the Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan says. And they are the people who are now getting after the Pakistanis and have been getting after the Pakistanis for past 2.5 years now. And they've been really cracking down very badly. There are encounters almost every single day. Pakistanis are getting killed. There have been suicide attacks. There have been bomb blasts and what not. It's going through the roof, and the Pakistanis don't have a handle on it. The number one army in the world, the so-called Pakistan Army, the number one so-called intelligence agency in the world, the ISI, has no inkling of what is happening. Everything is going down the drain. And the other joke is, Pakistan clarified that it would not become part of any bloc politics. I would like to clarify that Pakistan has repeatedly said that we are not part of any bloc. We do not believe in bloc politics. Mumtaz Zahra Baloch told reporters. Now, Mumtaz Zahra Baloch is the spokesperson for the Pakistani Ministry of External Affairs. You need to have a certain standing, a certain amount of economic capability, a certain amount of military capability, and the capacity to give and take should you want to be part of any military bloc. You can't randomly say that, you want to become... Who wants Pakistan in their bloc? I have not understood this. Which country? Does China want Pakistan in their bloc? Does Russia want them? Does Iran? Nobody wants Pakistan. Because Pakistan, the state, the nation, the people, they have nothing to offer to the world. What is Pakistan? Let's say, okay, for example, Pakistan says, we don't want to become part of any bloc, but let us assume hypothetically, for the sake of academic conversation, Pakistan were to say that we'll become part of the China bloc. What do they have that China would desire? They don't have money. They don't have talent. They have nothing absolutely. They have absolutely nothing to, offer to the world. So when Mumtaz Zahra Baloch, the spokesperson of the Ministry of External Affairs of Pakistan, says that Pakistan will not be part of any bloc, I just want to say, who's inviting you? You are part of the SCO simply because you are slaves to the Chinese. And SCO is a Chinese-funded body. You're slaves to the Chinese. Otherwise, you're no good to man or beast. I mean, no Pakistani is for that matter. And then the lady goes on to say, we believe in good relations with all countries on the basis of mutual respect. Respect, that's rich coming from a Pakistani. Mutual confidence, that's again rich coming from a Pakistani. And non-interference. This is laughable. Non-interference in each other's domestic affairs. And then they go on to say that before the October summit, there would be a ministerial meeting and multiple rounds of senior officials meeting to concentrate on fostering cooperation in finance, economics and socio-cultural affairs and humanitarian efforts among SCO member countries. I'm sure. All this benefits Pakistan. Fostering cooperation in finance and economics, what does that tell you, viewers? When Pakistanis say that they want to foster cooperation in finance and economics, this is good English for begging. There is nothing that Pakistan is fostering apart from a begging bowl, and they're saying we want to foster finance and economics. Socio-cultural affairs. Socio-cultural affairs in Pakistan basically means giving permits to rich Arab princes to come and shoot the Hobura bastard in Pakistan. And humanitarian efforts is simply that Pakistan was inundated with water. It was flooded, and now Pakistan wants more money. It's all to do with Pakistan begging for money. As I read line by line, and here is my complete research here. As I read line by line, I understand that this is nothing but a Pakistani hook for getting more money. Wherever Pakistan goes, they will beg for money. They went to SCO and they indirectly started because China told them very specifically, listen, we are inviting you to the party. This is with the big boys. Dr. Jaishankar is going to be there. A lot of other VIPs are going to be there. Behave yourself. Do not beg. But Pakistanis being Pakistanis, they figured out a way, because they're Pakistanis. They found out a way to beg. Now, when asked if Pakistan would extend an invitation to Prime Minister Narendra Modi to visit, Baloch replied, the chairmanship belongs to Pakistan. The chairmanship is with Pakistan. That is the problem with Pakistanis. You give them something, they are unable to digest it. The chairmanship belongs to Pakistan. So in our capacity, I'm telling you, Pakistan does not have the capacity to actually host the SCO. They don't have the money to host the SCO. They simply don't have the funds. They simply don't. China is funding this entire exercise. And this will come out. Mark today, right? Save the date. Save this video, ladies and gentlemen. This is simply China cutting a big check, giving it to Pakistan, putting in a team to monitor. Pakistanis are incapable of hosting a summit like this. Unless, of course, it's funded by somebody and managed by somebody. And the conference will take place in person, and we hope and expect that all members of SCO will be represented at the heads of government meeting here, being held here in October. Prime Minister Modi is certainly not coming, and he is the one person that Pakistanis desperately want. Putin should not enter Pakistan. His life is at threat, and Pakistanis are known for selling their guests down the drain for a few dollars. They will happily do that with Putin, should the Americans give them some money. But all I'm trying to tell Putin is be safe, stay in Moscow, no need to come to Pakistan. Xi Jinping, he's just traveling from China to China. I mean, there is no Pakistan now. Pakistan is a colony of China. Xi Jinping will simply be coming from China to China. And as far as Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, and all these Istan countries, right, that's okay. That's all right. There is no problem. You can come, you can go. India is certainly not coming. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is all I have for you today in today's video. And if you like the video, press the like button. I'm going to be back very soon with another next video. Till then, Jai Hind.